I'll tell you what, guys, it's just different class. Guys, welcome back. This is my second to last video before I head back to the UK. I am leaving Bangkok, so I need to get a couple of my favourite dishes before I leave that I won't be able to get back in the UK. So today I've got a special treat for you. Let's go take a look. As I said, this is my second to last meal in Bangkok, so I knew I had to take you guys somewhere special. Yes, I am heading back to the UK. I'm not sure how long I'll be gone for. Don't actually even know at this point if we'll be coming back. These days you just can't plan for anything, can you? So yes, I need to show you a couple of my favourite meals and where to get them. Today I thought I'd make my first stop at Kha Moo, Bangwa. So as the name suggests, they sell pork leg stew, Kha Moo or Kha Moo, pork leg on rice, and it's located, as the name suggests, again in Bangwa. Alright, so Kha Moo Bangwa has been one of my favourites for Kha Moo for years. Since I first got to Thailand, in fact, I've been coming to this shop. It is absolutely awesome. If you're a fan of Thai pork leg on rice, then this is one that should be heavily, high up on your list. Alright, so as I said, this is going to be a very, very quick video. I'm just getting one dish. Let's take a look at exactly what we've got. Okay, so I'm going to start with what I don't like very much at this restaurant. You know I don't like giving bad reviews, but this isn't a bad review per se, it's just something about this particular dish I don't like. So the kai tun, or the boiled egg, is absolutely cooked to death here. It's really chalky, really rubbery. I actually don't usually get this here because I don't really like the way it's cooked. It's not cooked badly, it's actually cooked correctly, I'm told. So I spoke to my friend today. She can cook absolutely everything, really into cooking. It's where I get most of my recipes from. And she told me actually cooking kai palo, which is like egg stew, is actually done like this, where the egg is cooked for hours in that stew, so it takes on all the flavours, in this case of the pork leg, and all the Chinese spices that go with it. For me, it's just a bit overcooked, but I do understand that I'm not Thai. I'm not trying to tell anyone how they should cook their eggs, especially a shop that's been around for decades. But yeah, just for me, the egg doesn't really do it for me. That is where the downside to this dish ends. So let's take a look at the good. Okay, so I don't usually get pork skin or nang. Nang is skin, so I don't usually get that with my Kha Moo because it's very fatty. And I eat this dish quite a lot. So I try and keep it healthy with just the stewed meat. But today I thought I'd show you that lovely fatty layer on the outside of the pork leg, and here they do it absolutely amazingly. It's actually deep fried first and then stewed for hours on end till it is melt in your mouth, silky and delicious. Alright, we've also got that pull apart, fall apart in your mouth pork leg. As I said before, same with the skin, it's stewed for hours and hours until it literally, they pull it out of the stock using their tongs and it literally just falls apart on the plate. Quick smash with the cleaver, cut it up on rice, ready to go. And then you get this little gravy that is actually the cooking liquor with all the Chinese spices. They cook it in, that's poured over the top, and it's all served on a bed of jasmine rice. All right, so I'm gonna try and get everything on my spoon. A little bit of the pork skin, that pork fat, some of that flaky leg meat, a little bit of the pickled cabbage, and I will get a bit of the egg as well. It is so soft. That literally, as you saw with that spoon, just breaks apart. Absolutely no effort at all. Hot knife through butter. It's very good, but no Kha Moo is complete without some Phetkasem, or chili vinegar. So we're going to get a couple of big dollops of that. And what this is going to do, this is going to really help. It's sour, it's a little bit sweet from the chilies. It's not very spicy. The main thing you're getting from it is sour. And what that's going to do, that's going to help us cut through the richness of the really fatty pork leg. Just lifts this dish to a whole nother dimension. As I said, it's really, really not spicy. The only thing when you get a Kha Moo that makes it spicy is the little green Pekinu mini like rocket chilies. They're absolutely red hot, but don't worry, they don't stay too hot for too long in your mouth. They actually dissipate, the heat dissipates after about 30 seconds. You'll be just fine. All right, now let's try this again. Now we've pimped it up, we've got some of those chilies on there. All right. It's just, the chili vinegar is an absolute must. Whoa! Right, yes, these are spicy. But as I said, doesn't last for too long. I hope. Famous last words. Whoa, that is so special. Why do I never get the fat on this? I always order it with no fat. And every time I get the fat, I'm like, why don't I order it every time with the fat? The pak dong, the pickled cabbage, pickled mustard greens, is absolutely superb. I don't remember having better mustard greens than this in a Kha Moo shop. For me personally, because they're not sweet. There's a tiny bit of sweetness, but it's more sour, but they're not even that sour. They're very salty, a little bit sour, a little bit sweet, nothing's too overpowering. Just complements the rest of the dish perfectly. As I said before, the eggs are the only problem. So usually, I don't know why I'm saying this so quietly, because no one can understand me, because they only speak Thai in here. But usually I get this to take away because everything's been closed and I've been cooking my own eggs at home. But this is a personal preference, but for me they are bad, like inedible. I can't eat that. I've eaten half of one, I can't eat anymore. Apart from that, 5 stars. That's why it's only getting a 4.9 out of 5. It's just a very simple, humble, honest dish. Found on every single corner of every single street in every single province in Thailand, you will find this dish, but it's got to be special to travel across town for it. So would I recommend you coming here out of your way to get this? Not if you're over in Sukhumvit, but if you're this side of the river, 100%. This is one of the best I know. The difference between this and a standard Kha Moo is it's not very sweet. It doesn't have that Chinese 5 spicy kind of palu flavour, which is like the cinnamon, the star anise. There's a bit of that going on. But as with the other ones I've liked, and done videos on like Saitua and Le, it's more soy sauce driven, so it's more salty, a little bit sweet, but it's more salty, more savoury, and it is just cooked to absolute perfection. You can tell they've been doing this for years and years and years. It is my kind of restaurant, guys. Like, no frills, very simple, lovely family run place. And these are the kind of places that I like to support. If this is not the kind of food that you like to eat, then this ain't gonna be for you. Find yourself another channel, I really don't mind. But if you follow me, you like what I like, then this is a place to stick on your list. And it's packed in here, like every day. I've just opened back up. Everyone around here knows about this shop. Everyone knows about this shop. You should know about this shop. It was one of the first places I ever did a blog on when I used to actually write. I don't write much anymore, but when I used to have a blog, one of the first places. One of my best viewed vlogs, actually. I think 7 people read it. So there's a lot made of a beef noodle shop in Ekamai, and this springs to mind because I was in Ekamai earlier getting a COVID test, and it's called Watana Panit, and it uses, which is not unique to there, but it's famous for that, using a mother pot or mother stock where they just keep filling it up every day. They never clean the pot. Keep filling it up, keep filling it up, keep filling it up, and that's exactly what they do here. So it's just like flavour on top of flavour on top of flavour for like the past 40 odd years. So that's really, really cool to see. The restaurant itself is proper old school. You've got all these pictures of family members, They've got the king up here, royal family members. It's a family-run operation. The owner, one of the owners, really, really friendly. As I said before, never remembers me, even though I'm the only white person that's ever been in this restaurant. Every time I come, he asks me, do I like Thailand? And I tell him, yes, Thailand is #1. But yeah, you'll be greeted with a smile, 50 baht a dish, which is like, that's with egg, 40 baht without. 50 baht is like £1.12 or something like that, like $1.50 maybe. I'll put it up over the top. So the value is definitely there. It's so easy to actually get to these shops now, that Phetkasem 48 and all these other stations like Pasi Charon, Bangwa, Bang Pai, where the artist village is. That's all along here, so you can come here, have an absolute feast. The hotels over here are really cheap, and it's an up-and-coming area, loads of good coffee shops and all that good stuff. I will stick some links to other videos from around here, but for now, guys, I'm gonna get back to my food, seeing this is my last meal, or one of my last meals in Thailand. Thank you guys all for the support. We finally hit 2,000 subscribers. I probably won't do any videos in London. I've never done a video in London. Let me know if you want to see any videos in London. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Not actually entirely sure I'm going to continue it on with this channel. It definitely just hasn't gone the way I thought it was going to go. So thank you for everyone that has been helping, does watch the videos, does support, does comment, does subscribe. All of you that bought me coffees, help me keep this channel afloat these last few months. Thank you very much. Hopefully I will see you again soon. Mwah. Hope I'll see you in the next one.